Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial, kind of like a get ready with me type of video. I'm going to be creating this look right here using makeup that I have in my makeup collection. I just felt creative today and I wanted to sit down and plan some makeup because it's been a hot minute. Because of this whole stay-at-home thing, I really haven't been doing much to my face. I've been letting my skin breathe. When I do put on makeup, it's just been like a light application, you know, nothing crazy, definitely not glam like this. My makeup application now takes me like 10 minutes tops to do. This definitely didn't take me 10 minutes. This took me a few hours, and I just wanted to take my time and play in makeup and see what I could come up with. And I really like this look. Super pretty. I wish I had somewhere to go. I'm just gonna be going to my couch and turn on some Netflix. I'm gonna let this sit on my face for just a little bit longer though, because I don't want to take it off yet. Sit down and grab some makeup, do your makeup with me, or you know, grab a snack. I do some chit-chatting in the video, so hopefully it's a little entertaining to watch. I hope this video gets your mind off of what's going on in the world for just a little bit, and I hope that you enjoy this video and that I inspire you guys to sit down and play in makeup just for fun. And if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep on watching. I have my brows on. Should I do my eyes first? So we're gonna do our face first, and the foundation that I have been using, because I don't want to use up all my good stuff while I was using it for a while, and I realized, girl, you're running low, you probably should try to use some other things. So I do have a few other foundations, like this one. This is the Clinique Even Better Glow, and I remember not liking this, but for some reason I didn't return it. I've been using this because I've been liking a more glowy look, but because I'm doing kind of a heavy eye, most likely I am going to mix a little bit of my double wear. So we're just going to go ahead and put this on the back of our hand. I'm like so scatterbrained, and I blame being pregnant. I got pregnancy brain pretty badly. That primer right there helps fill in the pores. I've been using that primer for years, and it is a ride or die for me. To put a headband on, actually, because I do not like getting foundation in my hair. So we're just going to dot this all over the face. I love foundation. Foundation is my favorite step. We're about to blend this out. I did purchase this brush the last order I placed with Ulta online, so we're gonna test this brush out. I've heard so many good things about this brush from people at work. We're gonna see how we like it. I don't know. I'm so picky. I feel like it is drinking up my foundation, and I can't be wasting my foundation, y'all, because I just can't go pick some more up like that. Okay. I did a good job blending it. It's just, I feel like it drank up a lot of my foundation. I don't know if you can see that brush. And I feel like I need to like spot conceal some places. So, for concealer, I'm going to use my Ride or Die concealer, and this is Shape Tape by Tarte. So we're going to do that next. And I have toned it down with the concealer. I used to go in with my concealer, and bruh, I'm running out of this too. Oh my gosh. I know it's like first world problems, but that sucks. Actually, I don't know why I did that. Ooh, she's scraping. I do have another concealer that I can use though. I have the, oh, girlfriend, I got a new one right here. I was about to say, oh my gosh, I got so sad. Okay, so yep, going in with my Shape Tape. That is more like it. I need to throw that away. Anywho, so then after we have our concealer on, we're gonna blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my face now, and to set my face I use the Fit Me powder from Maybelline in the shade Medium Deep, and I actually use the Tati Blendable. I used to set my face using a damp beauty sponge. I would have a damp beauty sponge, and then for my concealer, and a damp sponge for my powder. We're just gonna pour some in the lid. And to wash this thing, you just throw it in the washer, and I just wash it with my towels. So, and it goes right back to the way that it was when you take it out of the package. So I just dip my Blendable into my powder like this, and I have it just folded like this, and we're just gonna go right in and set the face. But I love this way more than using a sponge. I feel like I don't use as much product as I did with the sponge. And if I see any excess powder anywhere, I just dust it all around. Yeah, I love that thing so much. I tried using it with liquids, and I don't know if it's the products that I'm using, but it just doesn't work out for me. So I just stick to using it for my powders. I think I just need to give it another try. I've only used it, excuse me, I only used it one time with liquids, and I wasn't digging it. I'm gonna give it another try. When I do, I will let you guys know. I powder contour. So same old, we're gonna go in with Park Avenue Princess Chisel palette, and we're going to snatch the nose. To do that, I use this Real Techniques brush. It's an angled eyeshadow brush, but it's like the perfect brush for nose contour. And the shades that I use for my nose are Carrot, Princess Cut, and Angle. And then we're going to contour everywhere else. To bronze, we're going to use the Morphe Glamour Bronze Base and Body Bronzer in the shade Megastar. They come out with this every summer, and usually change the packaging up. So the new one is in a black and gold packaging, if I'm correct. So this was from last year, but it lasts so long. So anyway, I'm gonna take this brush. I think this was a tapered blush brush from Japanesque. And we're just gonna bronze around the perimeter of our face. Pretty messy with bronzer. Not really too specific. Just bronzing that in the same area where I contoured, but more, not as precise. Very nice, very nice. Yes. Now we're going to use we're going to go in with a blush. This is the same old blush that I use. Most of my face products don't change. So this is the Blush Trio by Anastasia in the shade Peachy Love. So I take the shade Nectarine and Miami, which is the orange one. Just make sure you dust it off. And if you go a little in with your blush, it's okay because it's the first thing that fades. So we just do that on our apples and brush it up. So now that that's finished, we're going to go back in with our loose finishing powder that we used to set our face, and we're going to carve out our contour just a little bit. So I didn't go down too far, but it's just another thing that I like to do to make my face look more chiseled. So we're just going to go in and cut it. Cut it, cut it. Same on the side. And we're just going to go ahead and clean up the nose contour as well. So I'm going to go in first with Thick Skin right here. I'm going to use that as a transition shade. Ooh, I missed playing with makeup. Oh my gosh. This is like so satisfying. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is going to be Dance Party. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start off with a brush like this and then blend it out. This is the Morphe M321 brush, and then I'm gonna blend it out with this little guy. This is the Morphe M506. So I'm gonna take Dance Party, which is like this pretty fuchsia shade. I went on Pinterest beforehand and looked up some inspiration, so I don't have the picture pulled up to like go off of it exactly. I'm just kind of like, I'm just taking bits and pieces of what I saw and then, you know, putting my own twist to it. I'm not actually recreating someone's look, so I just looked for inspo. And let's see what my creative mind can come up with. So I picked this dense brush because I want to be pretty specific where I place this at. I don't want it to get super messy and I want it to be pretty pigmented. So I'm going to place this like right above my crease. Ooh, your girl is a little rusty. That's okay. I'm going to kill it. Watch. Like so. Then we're going to take this little guy here and I'm just going to blend the edges out into the previous shade. See, this side is my good eye. This side be playing me, man. Okay, then we're taking our big fluffy brush and we are blending any harsh line. We're going to diffuse it even further because we want this look to be blended. I got it where I want it. This eye is just bothering me so bad, but it's the best it's gonna get. So the next shade I'm going to dip into, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix Crazy and Living My Best. So Crazy and Living My Best, just because I want to keep the red look. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just put that, kind of like do like a winged liner effect and slightly bring it into the outer V to connected to that, connected to the shade Dance Party. I'm gonna need something a little smaller than that. Something a little smaller and more firm. I'm gonna go in with the M431 from Morphe. It looks like this. This will help it be a little more precise since we're working with a smaller space here. See, and this is why I kind of wish I did my eyes first, because it's a little messy over here. So what I'm gonna do, let's see if this will fix it. I'm just gonna take some translucent setting powder. This is the Born This Way translucent setting powder, and I'm going to just pack that on the outer corner and see if that might help me out a little bit. We're gonna take this brush here. This is an M459 brush from Morphe. We're just going to stamp that right there just to help keep it nice and sharp. Also, this will help with any fallout, but I haven't really been experiencing any fallout with this palette. Pack it on pretty generously. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side now. I'm kind of taking that shade combination and bringing it into the crease just a tad, keeping it on the outer corner. So I'm gonna put just some concealer in here so that we can have the shade brighter. I feel like if I pack something on top of it, you're gonna still be able to see all of the colors underneath, and it's not gonna look as clean as I want it to look. So we're not gonna go too crazy, just taking a little bit of concealer. So I'm gonna take my Shape Tape. I'm gonna mix it with my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. This one is, it's paler than my concealers. So I only like to use a little bit of that primer potion because like I could go straight in with the primer potion, but it's really drying. So I've learned to just mix a little bit of my concealer in it, and it helps with the dryness. So I'm just going to take that concealer and we're just going to carve the lid out. Then I'm gonna kind of go into that blank space in between that V shade, or that V shape that I made with the darker colors. Like that. I don't know if you can see it, but just like that. Now I think I'm going to actually take a little bit of black. So glad she has this in her palette, but this is the shade Temptress. We're just going to deepen it up just a little bit. Down on the lash line on the outer portion of the eye. You can see that. I'm gonna go back in with that pencil brush and we're just going to smudge that out. Blend it in with the purple shade. So it's not like a defined line, and it just blends in with the rest. Okay, so the shade that I want to use for my lid, I was gonna go in with like a lighter cream shade, but I honestly think this would look really good with like a pink, like a pop of pink. So either this shade or this shade. I I'm thinking maybe Lolly Mama. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in with Lolly Mama. So let's get us a packing brush. We're gonna take the M124 and dip into that Lolly Mama shade. Oh, that looks cute. But just cutting the crease is making that shade pop out more. So cute. All right, I'm just gonna clean everything up. All right, so I went ahead and I did the under eye off camera, and I actually like it better without, but because I already applied the bottom lash line shadow, I'm gonna go ahead and do it to this eye as well. We're going to basically take all of the same shades as we did on the top. So we're gonna start off with the shade Thick Skin that I used in the crease. This shade here. We're gonna blend that on our bottom lash line, y'all. So this brush is much bigger, and that means it's going to cover more surface area. You connect that to the top portion of the shadow. Then we're going to go in with a smaller brush. I'm going to take this guy here, this pencil brush, and we're going to go into Dance Party, which was that pink shade we used in the crease. This will be tighter to the lash line. Like so. Then we're going to take that little small pencil brush and dip into the shade Crazy and Living My Best and hug that lash line. There we go. All right, and then we are going to do our waterline, and for our waterline we're going to use this pencil by KKW. It's in the shade Copper. And then what I did next was I took this brush here, this small flat brush, and I'm going to take the shade Crazy, which is that plum shade, and I'm going to pack that over top that liner. Just make sure all the excess powder is off so it doesn't get into our eye. Okay, so now that that's done, we are going to apply some mascara and then some lashes. Okay, so for mascara, first I'm going to go in with the Climax Mascara by NARS. Then we're going to go in with the Hypnose Drama Mascara from Lancome. This is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. Pretty much all of Lancome mascaras are my favorites. They're so good. I like Grandiose, I like Monster Big, this one. They're just so good, but like, you see what it did to my lashes? What? It look good. Alright, so I think I'm gonna put on the Miamis. I'm gonna let my lashes dry for a second, and while those are drying, I realized I totally forgot to put eyeliner right up here. I don't know what that's called. Pop on these lashes. We're almost done with this makeup look. So I'm gonna highlight using Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and I broke it, but she's hanging in there. Just being really careful with her. This is like the best highlighter. I love this so much. So we're just taking a our Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH09 brush, and we're just dusting it over our cheeks. I don't go too crazy with the highlight because I have textured skin and it just emphasizes the texture. Then I like to highlight my nose and the inner corner of my eye. For the nose and the inner corner, I'm going to take the Morphe M213 brush. And we're just going to brighten that area up. Boop. Yes. And the nose. Love me a nose highlight. Ooh, I almost forgot. We gotta highlight the shoulder. The shoulder blades. What? Yes, you see that? That makes a big difference. Oh yeah, highlight just does something to the face. I'm jumping all over the place. So I do this last. This is the Gimme Brow Fiber Brow Gel. I do it last because of all of the powders I put on my face. Because I do my eyebrows first, because I fill them in first, I eventually accumulate some powder on my brows during my makeup application process. So I save the brow gel for last. It kind of like gets rid of that powdery look. And this is the shade 6. I honestly prefer the Dip Brow Gel by Anastasia, but this is also another one of my favorites. So that is just going to also add some dimension to the brows and lift them up, because the brow pencil tends to stick them down to the face, and this just lifts those hairs back up and makes everything look more natural. All right, so I'm going to take the clear brow gel by Anastasia as well, and we're just going to brush that over top. This will just keep my brows in place, even though my makeup's coming right off. Okay, and then now our lips. So let's see, what do we want to use? Thinking like a pinky nude. I'm going in with MAC's Boldly Bare lip liner. That is so hard for me to say, I don't know why. I'm going to sharpen it a little bit. Lips are actually my least favorite thing to do in my makeup application. I'm actually going to take something a little darker and just go around the edges a little bit with that. Yeah, I needed a little more color. Now we're going to take the shade Velvet Teddy by MAC. It's a lipstick. And fill that in. Alright guys, we're pretty much done. The last thing I need to do is to set my face with some setting spray, and we're going to go in with our Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. This is the travel size, by the way. Ran out of my big one, but I have this in my drawer. Thank God. Whew. This is just gonna help melt all of the powders together and also keep your makeup on longer. I cannot skip this step. Ooh, this is the final look. I love the way it turned out. It felt so good to finally play in makeup again. I'm feeling myself. Oh, I didn't think that I could do this still, y'all, but I sure can. And I really like the fact that I just kind of let my mind do its thing and I didn't, you know, have a picture pulled up. I kind of came up with this look on my own and it turned out great. I really enjoyed playing with this palette. There are so many looks you can do with this, and even though it's not new, I'm not gonna let it go to waste just because it's not a new palette. I mean, right now my priority is not purchasing new makeup. I am working with what I have. All of my money I am trying to save for our baby on the way. So we have tons and tons of palettes that I probably used just like maybe 3 or 4 times each and need some loving. When I pick up my old palettes, I'm just more creative that way. It just forces me to be more creative, you know? So I had so much fun filming this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new today. Please don't forget to subscribe down below. If you want to be notified when I upload, hit the notification bell and stay tuned for more. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I hope everybody is staying safe out there and healthy. And I will see you guys in my next video.